days later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back for a second time. I don't even know if you're gonna get to see the first time, but we're gonna kick it off with Raw and SmackDown saying that they're extending both shows to 3 hours come 2025 when Raw debuts on Netflix. Xander, do you feel like this is the right move for WWE?
For Raw, yeah. For SmackDown, it's gonna be a trial run. Like we're gonna have to see, because like from my understanding, SmackDown has only been 3 hours a handful of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like the special occasions, and even some of the special occasions were still down to 2 hours. So for them to say, you know what, we're going 3 hours, I guess they're gonna have to see. But I think the reason why they are going 3 hours with SmackDown is because like USA, if they're gonna be on USA still, I guess they still have some contract where they have to stay within 3 hours or something. So that's probably why they're going 3 hours with SmackDown. But with that being said, y'all gonna have some star power on SmackDown to keep that show, to keep you having content rolling in for 3 hours. So that's a lot of time. 3 hours is a long time. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? That's a lot of segments. That's a lot of matches. So
No, I was gonna get to that too, because the second part of that is that the discussions are that they're looking to add some talent from NXT to bolster the rosters once this does happen. So, you know, Trick Williams could be on the way, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson could be on the way. Um, Obafemi could be on the way, Wesley could be on the way. So, shoot. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think I
yep.
think this is gonna be good for WWE in terms of look, they're already signing so much talent, and like they're like now you got WWE ID going, and they're already bringing in a lot of talent through there. So in order for all your talent, because we've been hearing people saying that they're unhappy on in WWE. In order to get all that talent happy, you got to have more time, more shows. So I feel like this lets them get to that point, honestly. So I don't see,
Smart business move.
I don't see no problem with it. One person that WWE is hoping to spearhead the new era is Cody Rhodes. It's reported that the company sees Cody Rhodes as having the same impact as the way John Cena did in his heyday. Do you feel like one, Cody can handle that load, and do you even think that Cody could be in the same conversation as John Cena if he isn't already?
Uh, you know what? Most definitely. I could see Cody Rhodes being that guy, being that next. I wouldn't say next John Cena, because you can't replicate. It's really gonna be very, very hard to replicate what John Cena, the kind of impact that John Cena has had
Yeah.
on on kids, on me, on you. You know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna be really hard to top that. You know what I mean? But if there is a person that can do it, I would have said Roman Reigns, but they made the decision to turn him heel. And ever since then, that kind of heelish character is still into his babyface run right now, if you could see that. You know what I mean? So as long as they always find a way to keep him relevant as a babyface, he could do it.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's the thing. A lot of people want to see Cody Rhodes turn heel, but
I want to see Cody heel.
if WWE sees him as the next John Cena, one thing we know about John Cena, he did not turn.
He never. He
Co-
trolled it. He trolled it, but he
hmm
never did it.
Cody Rhodes in AEW had one of his better promos when he said, "I will not turn," and the crowd let him have it. Like so all those people holding out for Homelander Cody, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
He was
Man,
planting seeds low key in AEW though. He was
he
planting them seeds a little bit.
yeah, planting seeds of leaving. My boy was on his way out.
Apparently, wait, go ahead.
The fact that he was wrestling without being on contract is crazy.
I was just about to say that. That's crazy because
Yeah,
he was wrestling without being on contract, bro.
yeah.
He wrestled that match against Sammy Guevara where he had that big spot where he did the cutter on the ladder.
Mhm.
He was not under contract
I
doing
know,
moves like that, bro.
crazy. But man,
Handshake deals.
speaking of Cody Rhodes, he is of course your WWE champion representing the SmackDown brand. So let's not wait to get to these reviews. Let's kick it off with SmackDown. SmackDown started off with the meeting between the OG Bloodline featuring Sami Zayn. He wanted an apology from Roman Reigns, but not for Sami, but on the behalf of Jey Uso. He wanted Roman to apologize to Jey, and Roman is not the type to apologize and said that he's sorry he ever gave this time. Um, After this, we had Bayley defeating Candice LeRae. Kevin Owens came out and pile drive Randy Orton, and if you know anything about WWE, that move has been banned for quite a few people over the number of years. Um, Tommaso Ciampa put the DIY in DIY. He solely defeated Pretty Deadly by himself. The Motor City Machine Guns defeated A-Town Down Under. Then they got into it with DIY. It seems that Ciampa is again going to turn heel on Gargano. They're planting those seeds. But for now, we're going to get the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits on SmackDown next week. It was announced that we got a new women's U.S. title. And then to cap off SmackDown, we had the OG Bloodline facing off with the new Bloodline, in which Solo teased that Sami Zayn was going to be his fifth member for WarGames, but that ended up not being the case, as Sami Zayn pledged his allegiance to the OG Bloodline, Ones in the Sky. Jay, Jimmy, and Roman ended the show standing tall. What was your overall thoughts on SmackDown?
Now see, we are not gonna do this again. Okay. Tommaso Ciampa, you are not gonna turn on Johnny Gargano, bro. If anything, why don't they just make DIY heel? Right? Turn them both heel and have them go on a heel tag team run.
It could
You know what I
happen.
mean?
It could happen.
And then, as far as the Randy Orton situation, Randy Orton sold the power driver how it was supposed to be sold, not no AEW bull. You know what I mean? And just like freaking getting power driver and then no selling and doing another power driver and then no like bro. And look, and I'm referring to that match that that old boy had, Orange Cassidy, bro. You seen them spots he was doing the power drivers, bro? Was no selling them things like them things didn't hurt or nothing, bro.
Did you just
You know
ask
what I
me?
mean?
Did you just ask me? Did I see AEW?
Dude, my fault, bro. My fault, bro. I apologize, bro. I apologize, bro. But
Man,
it's just like, man, like
shout out to
that's how you
AEW
sell a
though.
pile driver, bro. Yeah, shout out to y'all. I want to see y'all win. You know what I mean? Don't go nowhere because you gotta have a spot for everybody else. You know what I mean? Who don't make it to the WWE. You feel me? So, but pile drivers are sold to be a legitimate move. Like that's a move. That's equivalent to getting punt kicked. You know what I mean? Like you on the shelf for some months, bro. When I used to see somebody when I used to see Randy Orton punt kick somebody, bro, you just knew they was gonna be out for a couple months. They writing them off TV.
Man,
Like if you ever had to get written off TV, punt kick, punt kick. We're gonna put you in a segment with Randy Orton. He gonna punt kick you.
Randy Orton was a savage, bro.
Yes,
And
bro.
you know, this would be crazy, but I would actually like to see Kevin Owens as the new legend killer. Like, just pile driving people, just shortening careers. And I agree with you on your take. That's how the pile driver is supposed to be sold, because that's like the same move. Not exactly, because it was a modified pile driver. It was a sit down tombstone, but that was the same move that kind of took away some of Stone Cold Steve Austin's career.
Right.
So definitely. But I'm excited about um War Games because they said it's gonna be 5 members. So now, if you've been on Twitter like me, this has already been ruined for you because I already know who the fifth member is gonna be because they filmed Raw the next week episode of Raw. They filmed it on the same night they did Raw this past week, so fans already found out who it was and they posted it on Twitter and Instagram. So I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all who don't know. So, but yeah, but I'm actually curious to see who Solo's fifth member is gonna be because I know who I want it to be, but it's probably not gonna be the final boss. Just
The Rock out there filming movies and stuff, bro. He ain't got time for
I
that
know.
right now.
Um, but yeah, like that was SmackDown, man. It was pretty solid. I'm interested to see, like we was talking about earlier, who gonna be the new women's champion, women's United States champion. Hopefully it's Chelsea Green. I know you were saying Charlotte Flair.
I really want Naomi to win though. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte Flair won.
I could see Naomi. I could see Tiffany Stratton, even though she got the briefcase. So
Yeah, nah, I think they're saving that. I don't think. Yeah, I think Tiffany Stratton they going up there with her. They pushing her to the moon
yeah.
right now. So and they slowly turning her baby face too. So yeah,
I wonder how long it's gonna take before Raw gets a women's intercontinental champion. Because I already know who I want to win that. So speaking of
I
Monday
got my
night,
list.
speaking of Monday Night Raw, we started off with Gunther talking about his upcoming bout with Damian Priest. Damian Priest came out with his rebuttal saying that he seems a humble Gunther who's full of doubt. You know, doubt that he couldn't beat Damian Priest without Finn Balor's help. Doubt because he just lost to Cody Rhodes in the main event in Saudi Arabia for the Crown Jewel Championship. So he feels like he's more confident than he's ever been, that being Damian Priest, while Gunther is going through doubt. And then this was kind of seen when Kaiser came out to defend Gunther, but that just led him to being punched in the mouth by Damian Priest. And we'll get to that later. Damage Control defeated PFC, Pure Fusion Collective, with the returning Dakota Kai. You know, unfortunately, the fans didn't really care about this match unless Io Sky was in it. I'm just saying, RIP Brian Woods, man. I know that man a big fan of women's wrestling, but they doing you dirty, my guy. Pete Dunne, or should I say Butch, defeated Kofi Kingston because of Xavier Woods. He tried to get involved, cheat, but Kofi didn't need his help, didn't want his help. But that led to Kofi's bitter end as Pete Dunne picked up the 1, 2, 3. And we get more dissension within the New Day. And that 10-year anniversary is coming up, and I cannot wait. Speaking of dissension, we seen Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor get into it. Um, Finn Balor saying Dom didn't do the job because he let Damian Priest get the #1 contendership. Dom saying that he's been closer to the world title than Finn has in a while, so he should keep his mouth shut. We seeing that dissension amongst the Judgment Day. Then we got a crazy brawl featuring Bronson Reed again. This time with Seth Rollins again. After this, Seth was approached by Adam Pearce. They're gonna have a match next week, but then after Adam Pearce, he was approached by Sami Zayn, asking Sami, who asked Seth, could he be the fifth member for their team at WarGames? Um, Damian Priest later on defeated Ludwig Kaiser. The Miz ended up fooling the Wyatts, but it was kind of funny because he got beat up by his own group, but they fooled the Wyatts, knocked the Wyatts out. The Final Testament stood tall, so we thought. It was ultimately Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas, getting the last laugh. And then Solo tried to recruit Seth Rollins for his team for War Games. But Seth Rollins said not only will he never team with Roman Reigns again, but he will never team with a wannabe Roman Reigns. So we can imagine where this is going. And then in our main event, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair successfully defended their tag team titles against Raquel, Liv. This was overshadowed by interference from Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton trying to help Liv and Raquel. And then Naomi and Io Sky came out to the ring. So it's looking like we setting up for women's war games. But, overall, what was your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
All over the place. In a good way. In a good way, you know. Like I said, when we was off the pod, I didn't really catch up on it like that. But from what you're saying, oh yeah, it was all over the place. But based off what you said, I kind of have a good feeling who the fifth member for the Bloodline team's gonna be.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna discuss it until next week's podcast because I don't want to spoil nobody. But I think I already know who the fifth member of Solo's team is.
Mm.
So, and it ain't who you think it is. I don't know if you've seen the spoilers or not, but if you did see the spoilers, be quiet. Don't say nothing.
But this was playing out with Sami on SmackDown and Raw. I'm very interested to see what Kevin Owens thinks about all of this. Now, he has his hands full with Randy Orton, potentially Cody Rhodes, but the reason that Kevin Owens has attacked Cody Rhodes is because he was willing to work with the Bloodline through all they put Kevin Owens through. So do you think we could see another rivalry between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
Hell yeah. But I think they're gonna hold off on it because they're gonna save it for
Mania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They're saving it for WrestleMania because, bro, that's the only way to kind of end this whole feud that they've been having for years and years and years, bro. They started out as rivals, you know what I mean? And back in NXT. So this right here would end it all. This would be like the closure that everybody gets to this rivalry, you know what I mean? Because, like you said, he gonna have a bad taste in his mouth about Sami Zayn working with the Bloodline, you know what I mean? But then they gonna hold off on it. I'd be surprised if they do it sooner, but I think they gonna hold off on it for the big event.
Man, shout out to Kevin Owens also on being a troll because recently the shirts that he been wearing has been like provoking shirts. So, man, shout out to him. Honestly, Kevin Owens has always been fantastic as a heel, and Sami Zayn has always been fantastic as a babyface. So, to see them, you know, um, fight out one more time at WrestleMania, it definitely would be crazy. And I definitely think we're getting that.
Yeah. And back to the shirts, bruh. Crown Jewel. Kevin Owens wore a Bob Orton shirt, bruh.
Trolling at its
Oh
finest.
man, for
Man,
real.
but we haven't done this in a long time, but it's time to give our top 5 rankings on WWE superstars. No
Hmm.
no topic today, just who's been your top 5 superstars as of late, men and women.
So we doing like our own list top five. Or we
Yeah.
going like 5, 4, 3.
Top five, no debating. Top five, top five, top five.
All right. So I'm gonna give an honorable mention on mine. My honorable mention has to be Tiffany Stratton. Cause hey, she been doing her thing, bruh. Ain't got no complaints on how she been doing in the ring. She been killing it. So hey, I gotta give her that honorable mention spot. Now, number 5, I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker.
Mm.
Braun Breaker, unfortunately, they really haven't been giving him much right now, but I could see that changing within either next week or the week after that
Oh
because
well,
they're still.
he's about to get into a rivalry with Sheamus.
Yeah. That's why I said I could see it changing by like next week because like they with this whole 2 hour time slot with Raw, they trying to figure out how to fit everything in. You know what I mean? So it's a little difficult in that regard. So I gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, number 4 spot, well deserved. I ain't got no complaints. He's been killing it, in pretty much every aspect, ring work, promos, all that. You already know he's one of them. He's one of them one. You know what I mean? Number 3, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
Mm.
I don't really gotta even explain that one.
Nah, you don't.
Number 2, main event, Jey Uso. Do I need to explain that one?
Nah, you just gotta say
Yeet. And my number 1, the WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. Do I really need to explain that one?
nah. This sounds like a solid list for me, man. For me, I got a sort of similar, sort of different top 5. To kick it off
You got
with.
an honorable mention?
Yeah, I got an honorable mention. Gotta go with my guy, Carmelo Hayes, man. Every time he on TV, I just find myself entertained. I can't even get over put the fries in the bag, man. I can't get over that. I can't get
Bro,
over that.
I ain't gonna lie. He was low-key clip farming with that one, bro. He had to clip farm with that one because, bro, he knew what he was doing, bro. He already knew that, like, people was going like, clip that and turn that into a meme, dog. Put the fries in the bag, bro. You're washed.
Man, what? Like, I just find myself saying that to people sometimes recently. So, number 5, even though he has been suffering from defeat, to me, he's been making a big impact as of late. And when I say big, I mean big Bronson Reed, man. I gotta go with him at number 5. Number 4, Kevin Owens. Love what he's been doing as of late. Number 3,
Trolling.
this this might be surprising to you and to everybody else. I gotta go with Solo and Jacob. Now, the other half of that bloodline, they've been kind of lacking recently. They just background characters. But Jacob and Solo, Jacob, bro, they're finally letting him speak. That's like,
Bro.
that's the best part.
And he put his first promo on Roman Reigns, bro.
Yeah. So and then
That should tell you like where they want him at. That just tells you right there.
and then like with Solo, like I can see like his character work is not there, and yes, he kind of coming off as a knockoff Roman Reigns, but he's slowly getting better, like on the mic. Like when he was like, "You come out here and you yeet yeet yeet," like he getting better. So I give him that. And number 2, I gotta go with the OG bloodline just for the vibes. They definitely, all of them, Sami included, they definitely been capturing the hearts of all WWE fans recently. And my number 1, you might think I'm going to a certain someone, but nah, I'm gonna agree with you. Give me Cody Rhodes at my number 1.
Dang, you know what's crazy about that?
What?
This is the first list that you have without Gunther on it.
I know. He been taking too many L's, bruh.
He doubting himself, bro.
And when you doubt yourself, how can I believe in you? Nah,
And this
but
the
I
thing,
I
though.
still believe in Gunther. He gonna retain that championship at Survivor Series.
This is the thing that kind of gives me a little theory, though.
Now Austin.
How about the same way he won it is the same way he loses it with Ludwig Kaiser?
Kaiser, yeah. But Gunther as a babyface though, you think so? It ain't hitting right. Pause.
I ain't gonna say
No Diddy.
babyface though. No Sean Combs over here, bruh. But I don't even know, man. It's just like I could believe it. You know what I mean? Like I could believe it. You know what I mean? Now will it get over? That's on him. That's up to him.
Nah, I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
what I could see happening though, they could be playing Damian Priest for real though.
But I'm tired of all these tag teams getting split up and all this having all these arguments. Like, dang, man, y'all need to come together, bruh.
Yeah,
All these dang on factions about to break up. You got the New Day,
the judge.
DIY, Judgment Day. Like, come on. Bloodline, OG got some cracks in it, you know what I mean? Like, before they
Yeah,
even get started. Like, everybody trying to break up.
man. Let's get into our top 5 women's wrestlers thus far. Gotta show some love to the women. They're getting a new belt on the way, probably another one after that one. So, let's give
Okay.
the women some love.
All right.
I'll go first on this one since you
Yeah,
went
you go
first on the
first. Go
last
ahead.
one. Honorable mention, Legend and Jakara Jackson from NXT. Been making, some subtle waves on the main roster. Number 5, gotta go with Naomi. I feel like, it seems like she's next in line to challenge for Nia's championship. And I don't know, part of me can actually see her winning the thing. So, number 3, I have to go with Io Sky. She also is next in line for a women's championship match. Now, I don't see her winning based off of how things are going, but every time Io steps in that ring, she creating bangers, no shameless. Number 2, gotta go with the women's tag team champions, Bianca and Jade. And then number 1, gotta go with Liv Morgan.
Mm.
Shout out to Nia Jackson, Tiffany Stratton. I left y'all off the list, but it's just how I've been feeling lately, the wave I've been going.
All right, so my honorable mention comes from NXT. I'll take JD Parker.
Miss Parker, huh?
Yep. She got, you know what I mean? Look, she got that swagger, got that aura about her, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she definitely gonna make a wave when she get called up for sure. Number 5, it's gonna be on the same list. I'm gonna take Tiffany Stratton again. I already told you why on the last one, and that's what we gonna stay. Number 4, you can give me. I'm gonna put them as a tag team. Give me Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'll take them, And then let's see. Who else? What am I on? Number 2?
3.
Number 3? Alright. So at number 3, and this gonna shock you right here. Naomi. I definitely feel like she definitely is gonna get on that on that women's US title, in them spot. Number 2, this gonna shock you. But like you said, we gotta give her flowers, dog. Nia Jax.
I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad
Been
at it.
doing her thing. She keeps improving. You keep improving, you're gonna keep being on my list. It's just gonna happen. And at the number 1 spot. Hmm. Ooh. Who do I put at number 1 for this week? That's a tough one. You know what? We're gonna do this as a first on this podcast. It's never been done in history. Someone's been on my list twice as a tag team and as a singles competitor. Liv Morgan.
Eating like a mug. But I respect
Hey,
that.
look, it's a lot of firsts. It's a lot of firsts right now, bro. We're doing a lot of firsts in this podcast, bro.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with it. Man, we
You
trying
better not
to.
have no problem with it. That's what I'm gonna say, dog. You better not have no problem with it. You know what I mean? Shit.
That boy
Got
must.
my damn
That boy
got my
must.
damn computer dying and all that, man.
Cuz must think we on Netflix or something. You better calm down.
Nah, bro. You don't want me to talk like I'm on Netflix, nah.
But
You Shoot, I'll get booted off this podcast.
Man, before we get on out of here, speaking of Netflix, who you got for the big fight this weekend? Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Who you rolling with?
Hold on. Had to charge up my laptop, man. They be dying on me. But you know what, bruh? It's gonna be crazy that I say this. I'm going with Jake Paul, bruh.
I just realized I said Logan Paul. I meant Jake Paul.
I'm going Jake Paul, bruh. This fight, unfortunately, if Mike Tyson loses, this fight unfortunately is gonna tarnish whatever legacy he had, man. I think it's gonna because like coming out of retirement to face what people call a YouTube boxer and lose, yeah. Your legacy, done, buddy. It's over. Done.
Let's not get crazy now.
I'm just saying. What you mean? Bro.
Mike Tyson always gonna be Mike Tyson. We gotta understand, bro. Like what, 58 years old? One.
Yeah.
Two. Like nobody can tell me otherwise. I had old heads trying to convince me that he gonna win, and I'm like, nah, he not. I don't know what shape Mike keep himself in. I'm just going based off of you got somebody. Granted, Jake Paul hasn't really been fighting anybody of worthy note, but he's been in the ring in serious competition nonetheless. You know,
He do got a heavy ass hand though.
yeah.
Mike Tyson, he got a heavy ass hand, bro.
Nah, he do.
That lands, bro.
If he catch him, but then they gonna be wearing the head guards. Yeah, that don't mean nothing, but still, man. Like I just feel like this fight is solely for money, bro. I think we getting another Mayweather and McGregor, bro. That's what we getting, like, and it's gonna be worse than that. So I'm going with Jake, but before we head on out of here, I know it's been a weird episode, you guys, but anything you want to say to the people before we head on out of here?
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, you know what I mean? Even though it officially ain't been confirmed, but you know what I mean, I could let this information out to the public, you feel me? I, Mr. All-in-One from the 631 Alexander, will be making his debut December 7th at the Pontchartrain Center, the Revolution Rumble. Your boy Alexander will be there. So if that ain't no reason to get your tickets, cop them tickets right now.
Man,
you feel
for
me?
sure.
So, hey, that's what we going with, man.
Congrats, bro. I hope you win the whole thing, man. Go.
Man, look, I'm trying to throw everybody over the top rope, man. Because, look, I'm trying to be that new person that gets the title shot they first match.
That boy trying to be the next Santino Marella.
Carlito.
That
or
too.
Santino. You right?
Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be none of them. But,
Not Paige, bro. No.
All right, let's not be all, rated R like Xavier Woods. But, hey, man, congratulations, though, man. That's big. We definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully, we can get some footage to show on the pod, man. And hopefully, by that time, we get everything set up so we can actually show the footage. But
yeah. I'm gonna try to get some live footage, but the way how they got their thing set up, they don't post the matches on their YouTube page till like 2 months after the fact. So it's kind of like, so
hey,
we're trying to get the schedule right. But I'm gonna have some people, in the crowd, with live footage and stuff like that. So we can at least get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can show that to y'all on the next podcast after I debut. You know what I mean? I can show that to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all definitely pull up, man. If you in Louisiana, pull up. I'm your host, Ron the Don. Your other host, Alan.
Mr. All-in-One from the 631 Alexander.
I'm predicting it right now. The winner of the Revolution Rumble this year Alexander. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, we out.
Trip forever and I'm just not getting started. That's the one. Yeah.